In my work, I often get asked, how do you make a real difference in life? And I've come to the conclusion that the difference is actually you. The truth is we all make a difference in this life. The question is, what kind of difference is it? Now, I've come to the conclusion that there's three things that we have to do to make a difference in this life. The first thing we have to do is actually make the decision. Now, the truth is most people never make a decision to do anything. Now, what do we have to decide? I think we have to decide what we want to be, what we want to do, and what we want to become. You see, no decision is actually a decision. So the first thing is to get exquisite clarity about what is it you want to do to extend yourself, to stretch yourself, to actually make a difference in life. Now, once we've made the decision, the second thing we have to do is have goals. Now, what's fascinating about goals is that 96% of people do not have goals written down and have exquisite clarity about those goals. Only 4% of people do. And so I want to be in that 4% of people who have goals and have written them down. You increase the likelihood that you will achieve your goal by 90% if you simply write it down. So I want to make a decision. I want to have goals. And the third thing I want to do is I want to be willing to pay the price. It's impossible to extend yourself in any way without working longer, working harder, or facing more adversity. And Og Mandino said it best. He says, "It's not given to know how many steps are necessary in order to reach my goal. Failure I may still encounter at the 1,000th step, yet success hides just beyond the next bend in the road. And never will I know how close it lies unless I turn the corner." So we have to keep turning the corner. Obstacles are necessary for success. It's okay to want to quit. It's not okay to quit. But if you'll make the decision, if you'll have goals, and if you'll be willing to pay the price, the things that you can do are extraordinary. Ordinary people do extraordinary things. Now, the final question is, when you get to the end of your journey, how will you know if you've actually made the kind of difference in this life that you should be proud of? And I'm going to recite a poem here called The Man in the Glass. I'm going to apologize for not being able to make it gender neutral. But I will tell you that this says everything I want to say about my journey. It goes like this. It says, when you get what you want in your struggle for self and the world makes you king for a day, go to the mirror and look at yourself and see what that guy has to say. For it isn't your father, your mother, your wife whose judgment upon you must pass. The person whose verdict counts most in your life is the one looking back from the glass. Never mind all the rest. He's the fellow to please because he's with you clear to the end. And you've passed your most dangerous and difficult task if the guy in the glass is your friend. You may be like Jack Horner in Chisel a Plum and think you're a wonderful guy. But the guy in the glass says you're only a bum if you can't look him straight in the eye. You may get what you want in your pathway of years and get pats on the back as you pass, but your final reward will be heartache and tears if you've cheated the guy in the glass. Don't cheat the person in the glass. Be the best that you can be every day. Make your decision for greatness. Have goals. Be willing to pay the price. And if you do those three things, you'll make the kind of difference in this life you'll be proud of forever.